Hi everyone. Yeah. One correction, I'm not Bhattacharya. I'm not Bengali, I'm Odia. And our rasgullas are the best rasgullas. Okay, I'm Shubhendu Panigrai. Okay, cool. So thanks, Vinash and Prasanna for giving me an opportunity to be part of the organizing team. Right? I think a month back, both of them pinged me saying that hey, we want to do a hackathon. Let's do it together. I said, yeah, why not? It's fun to do a hackathon, right? So I'll just so what we have done, I'll quickly tell you. As I also told you, right? We had enterprises sponsoring problem statements. We had startups building on these problem statements in the last 24 hours, and we did 2 rounds of judging. Right, the enterprises who had sponsored the problem statement, they have done their first round of judging, and they have handpicked 5 startups, right? And these problem statements were across, right? Fintech, there was edtech, there was consumer relations, CRM kind of, all of these things were there. So it's very varied group of startups who will present. And we have handpicked 5 startups, and we have another set of judges here today with us. We have 3 judges. We have Vinayak. Vinayak, show of hands. Yeah. So Vinayak has been a fractional CTO, ex Microsoft, understands AI well, and I think, know most of the ecosystem guys know Vinayak for probably more than a decade, right? Then we have Jitendra. Jitendra is also a founder, a serial founder, and an AI expert. And the third judge we have is the person with a lot of money, right? So that's also we need. So we have Gagan Goel, partnered at India Quotient, right? He's been a deep tech investor. So we have a mixed, very good representation of money and technology in the VC panel. Yeah, and he's going to fund the winner. That's what he's told us. Right. So the idea is there'll be 5 startups. We'll pitch. We'll give them 5 minutes to present. They actually show demos. So it's a hackathon where they have actually built solutions overnight. What they've done is Vibe coded, right? That's where the name Vibe Pilot. So they've done that, and there'll be a couple of questions from the judges. So we'll have 5, and then we'll declare the winners, right? And then Avinash and Prasanna will tell us what the winners are going to get. That's a surprise for them. Cool. So I'll request team Tricom AI to come to the stage first.
Hey, hi everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's great to be here. And the Vibe Pilot was a very nice program. I think we did get a lot of experience. I think we were one of the few participants who stayed all night and was here. So it was fun working with on the problem statement and also with everyone. So let me quickly share the screen. Awesome, great. This was all done in like 10-15 minutes, so the presentation would not be great. But anyways, I think let me quickly introduce ourselves. We are from Tricom AI. I think we are working on this problem for XStep. I think they were having this problem where they want to connect MSMEs to job applicants, mostly blue collar jobs. So I think we're focusing on working for them. Let me go. Great. So I think the problem statement was that I think there was a lot of these MSMEs were finding it very difficult to kind of get job applicants, and I think it took like 2 to 3 manual hours of getting job applicants kind of going through the list. And I think there was no proper platform for it. Like there's no LinkedIn or Naukri. It's very kind of, how do you say? Here. So I think there is no proper platform for it. So we were trying to build a platform where it's easy for the MSMEs to create jobs, and then for job applicants to apply, and all of that using voice, and then finally kind of match that using our algorithm. And yeah, I think what we have built basically is a voice and enabled job creation platform, and automatically match and rank applicants. So these are 3 core steps that we built during the hackathon. One is a job posting via voice, and then view published jobs, and then verified applicants based on Aadhaar and OTP. And finally, matching engine, which stack ranks applicants. So I think as a job, as someone who's posting job, you know like what are the different jobs, and then finally look who are the candidates who kind of are fit for the job based on different criteria, and then choose one. So I think as simple as that. So let's quickly get into the demo.
So ideally, we'd want this to be a agent that you can talk to you on your mobile phone. on a normal call, because you wouldn't expect your MSME owners to access a web app that is primarily in English, has all these dashboards and all the jargon. But just for the sake of this presentation, we are having it in a web app, and I'll try and give a quick demo. And I'm a South Indian, so forgive my Hindi.
It's all in Hindi.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be in the MSME owners language.
स्टेप में आपका स्वागत है। क्या आप हमारे साथ नौकरी पोस्टिंग बनाना चाहते हैं?
हाँ, मुझे एक टेलर का जॉब पोस्टिंग बनाना है।
बहुत बढ़िया, आपने टेलर के लिए जॉब पोस्टिंग बनानी है। कृपया बताएं, यह नौकरी किस शहर या लोकेशन के लिए है?
ये GX फैशंस चेन्नई ब्रांच का है, सो शहर चेन्नई है।
धन्यवाद, आपने बताया कि यह जॉब चेन्नई में GX फैशन ब्रांच के लिए है। मैंने नोट कर लिया। जॉब टाइटल टेलर, लोकेशन चेन्नई। शुक्रिया। कॉल के बाद एक फॉर्म दिखेगा जिसमें आप डिटेल्स चेक करके एडिट कर सकते हैं। धन्यवाद। क्या आप कोई और जॉब पोस्ट करना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, धन्यवाद।
So I think now we've seen what happens. I think it's just quickly 2-3 questions. We don't want to bore the MSMEs, them, because they already are not tech savvy. So once done, this shows up a form where it shows up all the details, where they can enter, edit the details if needed, and then click on post it and find candidates quickly. So
Yeah, so we have limited the number of questions for this hackathon. So we don't want to take your time, but it will intelligently fetch all the data from whatever the call transcript has. And we also have a candidate matching engine. We have 100 or so synthetic profile of candidates in the database. And we were mostly making this demo solely for tailor jobs, but this will ideally work for any kind of job. So here, as you can see, from the parameters that we were looking at, there are 27 candidates that have 90% plus confidence score. And just for a sample, you can see what kind of matches it had. So these things that you see, machine match and speed score, quality score, all those are like supposed to be with the job parameters. So these are like some mock numbers. So yeah.
So I think this is specific for tailors, and we have made it so that it works for others as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Judges, do you have any questions? Can you give mic? वहाँ पे?
Can you tell us like what languages it supports? Like have you? I mean, you showed Hindi, and also like how will because you're. I don't know if I know it's very limited because of the time. But how will the how are you doing the matching? Because you didn't talk about that at all.
Yeah.
So can you fit and tell a little bit more?
How the candidates are applying, like, so MSME side you show the flow, but from the candidate side, what is the
Yeah.
was the part of the problem statement or was not the problem?
That was a separate. Can you hear me? Yeah. That was a separate problem statement on its own. So the candidate side of the things. That is why, like, we were focusing on the hiring side of things. So we had to synthesize dummy profiles basically with different kinds of data. And coming to the question about you're mentioning about that speed and quality, like those parameters which weren't discussed. We had cut down the required questions for this demo, but I can show some actual jobs that we created which have those parameters and candidates that have those parameters. There are the real values being calculated.
And matching algorithm is basically trying to figure out different parameters. So we take, like, for example, tailor job would have something like the stitching speed, and then how the quality is. So I think we have the different models to kind of measure how it's kind of matched, and we have a threshold based on which we choose and give scoring for the profiles.
How do you do so I want to ask about the candidate side because you told me the scope. How would you validate the job posting on the employer side? Is this like a legit job? How do you verify that?
Sure, I think
And,
we
and
can.
also, just to complete that question, I found it a little surprising that you have not asked in the call that you have not asked for the salary range. So that is typically the first question which any person who applies would do, and that also tells you the budget
I think we
of
just
the yeah.
Yeah, we just did it for the demo. Of course, salary was there to enter, but I think that was not part of the questions asked because we wanted to keep the demo short. And of course, I think that is something we can work on it. I think it was something that was done during the hackathon, so just we had like 22 hours kind of build it out. Apart from that, um, for the candidates, for the MSMEs to make sure they are valid, I think we can get numbers like GST number, or Aadhaar to kind of verify a certain information through OTP and all of that. So that is always possible. And through different portals, we can verify that. So, and also through Step, I think through Honest Protocol, I think they would also kind of bring in candidates that are verified as well. So I think that kind of helps.
What kind of voice model you are using? Speech model.
We're using 11 Labs text to speech engine and Google Cloud's speech to text.
Okay.
And we're using OpenAI's 4.1 for all the basic LLM related things.
Did you test it for multiple accent type?
Yes. Okay. We didn't test it for multiple accents,
Okay.
but we tested it for like Tamil and Hindi, and overall we found the quality of response to be better in Google Cloud's transcription. So when you ask for accents, you're worried about the transcription side, right? Speech to text. So overall, Google Cloud had a really good performance. So
So to add to what is, we're just trying to figure out, I know the time was very limited. What did you build on the tech stack? I mean, we got that you used like Google technologies, but was it just the UI that you generated, or was there anything on the matching side that you did?
yeah. So what happens once the call is ended was there was like a 10-second gap between the call ending and that screen coming, right? So at that time, the entire transcription of the call gets sent to an LLM. And from that, we take all the core parameters that are required to define a job, and that gets pushed in our database, and that is displayed to update.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys.